Imagine this. It's the holiday season. The tree is up, the lights are twinkling, Mariah Carey has officially defrosted, and every relative you haven't seen since the Obama administration suddenly shows up with pies, cakes, and casseroles that could feed a small army. Now here's the plot twist: you're on a GLP-1. Yep. The so-called miracle shot that makes you forget that food exists until someone waves a cookie under your nose like a hypnotist. So, the big question: what actually happens when you're taking GLP-1 during the holidays? Do you suddenly become immune to grandma's famous pecan pie? Or do you still fall victim to the "it's Christmas, calories don't count" scam we all tell ourselves? The Holiday Food Temptation Olympics. Let's be honest, the holidays are basically the Hunger Games of overeating. The table isn't just food, it's a battlefield of sugar, carbs, butter, and guilt. Normally, without GLP-1, the sequence goes like this. Plate 1, turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy. Plate 2, oh look, mac and cheese, stuffing, rolls. Plate 3, I'll just try a tiny bit of dessert. Tiny bit equals one slice of every pie available. Then you spend the rest of the evening horizontal on the couch, swearing you'll never eat again until leftovers call your name at midnight. But when you're on GLP-1, plot twist. Suddenly, your body doesn't treat food like it's an emergency. You don't feel that primal urge to hoard mashed potatoes like a winter squirrel. In fact, sometimes you're full halfway through plate 1. And this is where the awkwardness begins. Because everyone around you is piling food like they're prepping for a famine, and you're just sitting there, staring at your half-finished turkey like a health documentary. Cue the questions. Are you on a diet? Explaining GLP-1 to relatives who think keto is a religion. Holidays aren't just about food, they're about explaining your life choices to relatives who think WebMD makes them certified doctors. If you're on GLP-1, here are the greatest hits you'll probably hear. So, is that like insulin? Wait, you're not diabetic, why are you taking that? Oh, you're cheating. Just diet and exercise. And of course, the classic, back in my day we didn't need fancy drugs, we just starved ourselves on grapefruit and sadness. Now, you have two choices. Educate them, give the TED Talk version about GLP-1, how it works, and how it's saving lives. Deflect with sarcasm: oh, this? Yeah. It's just a microchip Bill Gates injected me with. Helps me resist pie. Either way, someone's going to judge you while double-fisting mashed potatoes and pie. So really, you win. The booze factor, alcohol plus GLP-1 equals holiday roulette. Ah yes, alcohol. The other food group of the holidays. Whether it's spiked eggnog, mulled wine, or your uncle's mysterious punch that could double as rocket fuel, the holidays run on liquid courage. Here's where things get tricky. GLP-1 slows gastric emptying. Translation: alcohol hits harder and lingers longer. Suddenly, one glass of wine feels like 3. One shot feels like you're auditioning for an episode of Intervention. So if you're on GLP-1 and decide to drink, pace yourself. Eat something first. Yes, even 2 bites counts. Don't let Aunt Linda talk you into just one more. She says that every year. And every year she ends up karaoke singing Mariah Carey at 2 a.m. Travel chaos plus GLP-1 equals a plot twist. Let's talk travel. Because what are the holidays without delayed flights, lost luggage, and realizing you forgot your medication at home? Traveling on GLP-1 adds a fun little layer of stress. You need to pack your injection pens. You need to keep them cool, nothing like explaining to TSA why you have an ice pack and needles. TSA doesn't care if you carry your GLP-1 pen, as long as it's labeled. What they will care about is when you try to explain why you're carrying 10 tiny Sharps containers in your backpack. Holiday weight stalls, the drama. Okay, here's the brutal truth. Even on GLP-1, the holidays can sometimes slow your weight loss. Why? Because even though you're eating less, you're still eating differently. GLP-1 doesn't cancel out fudge, peppermint bark, or 17 Christmas cookies shaped like snowmen. Calories still exist. So yes, you might notice a stall, or even a slight gain. But here's the good news. Most of it is water retention, salt, and sugar. Not actual fat. Unless you spent all of December eating like Buddy the Elf, you'll be fine. Emotional eating, are you actually cured? Now here's a twist. Holidays aren't just about food, they're about feelings. Stress, nostalgia, awkward family drama. Normally, emotional eating takes over. But on GLP-1, suddenly, that urge to eat your feelings with a tub of mashed potatoes isn't as strong. You still feel the emotions, but the binge urge is muted. That said, GLP-1 isn't therapy. You can't avoid family fights by skipping dessert. Unless you want to hide in the bathroom scrolling TikTok while everyone argues about politics again. Post-holiday recovery, the GLP-1 advantage. Here's the best part. After the holidays, when everyone else is Googling juice cleanses and detox teas that are basically overpriced laxatives, you're fine. GLP-1 makes it easier to bounce back. You don't wake up with the usual food hangover. You don't feel that desperate urge to start fresh on January 1st by buying a gym membership you'll never use. Instead, you just keep going. Same shot, same routine, same calm relationship with food. Basically, you're living in 2026 while everyone else is stuck in 2009 diet culture. The dark side, when GLP-1 meets holiday food. Of course, not everything is sunshine and roasted chestnuts. Let's talk side effects. Because nothing says holiday cheer like nausea during Christmas dinner. Greasy foods. Not your friend. Rich desserts. Might make you feel like you just swallowed a brick. And don't even think about eating too fast, GLP-1 will humble you instantly. So yeah, while everyone else is recovering from food comas, you might be recovering from other kinds of comas. Bathroom included. So, can you survive the holidays on GLP-1? Absolutely. In fact, you might even thrive. You'll eat less, avoid binge spirals, and enter January without the usual 10-pound food baby. Sure, you'll get questions, awkward looks, and maybe a little judgment, but hey, that's the holiday spirit. And when everyone else is crying into their scales in January, you'll be sipping coffee like, couldn't be me. If you found this breakdown helpful or at least funny, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more GLP-1 deep dives, and drop a comment below. What's the weirdest holiday food your family makes?